Mizuno Jpx 919. This is the Forge. Got Dan on the camera right there.
Hello everybody.
Here at Torquay Golf Club. Welcome to all the Revolution golfers if you're watching as well. We're going to review the 919 Forge from Mizuno. Let's see what it's about. Out on the course, we'll show some dry ball data as well. Little comp as always, Dan.
We've got to have that, haven't we?
Let's get stuck in. Like 170 something you're calling this.
172, slightly uphill. We don't have slope today, so
I'm
slightly uphill.
Yeah, I'm going to hit 6, which is all for me. But you've got to remember, this is 2 degrees stronger than the other one in the loft that we tried in the
tour range. Yeah.
So this one now has boron in its forged. It's still 1025 so 1025, not the E, but boron forged and high density forge in their setting.
Yeah.
But a little bit of boron like gains 30% more speed, or I'll put it up what they say.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest with you, I see 2 degrees stronger in loft. I don't reckon this is getting to that pin for me.
Okay. First looks down at the ball.
You can get it there. I would need the feather of 5.
Top line look okay?
It's chunkier, but it's lovely.
Good.
Oh,
a little bit leaky.
Didn't turn it really.
It just hung on.
I reckon that is up there.
Did that hang on? Can't quite see in this light. Good strike though.
I ripped it. So we're really moving into the crossover world now, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we're now starting to get a little bit more help in the back and the top. Getting that same kind of design out in that toe, stability, probably called power frame. I will check that as the video goes on.
A little bit of cut under there.
Yeah, so it's cut away at the bottom.
Yeah.
So the help is coming.
I do like to dissect these clubs when I get hold of them. Definitely slightly thicker top line, isn't it?
Yeah. That's a nice shot.
Again, look at the height on this.
You calling that high, are you?
I mean, that's, for me, that's a good shot.
Pin eye?
Pin eye.
Very
good height, good strike.
Yeah, very good shot.
Play that. So we've had a slight incident there. You've had a bit of a kick off that edge there, haven't you?
Kicked here.
Kick there, ran down there.
I reckon I would have been about the same distance as you if I
Yeah, good. It was pin eye, wasn't it? I always like it when Mark's just chipping off the edge of the green. It's always a little delight. Never know what you're going to get. He's played that one nicely. That's a great golf shot, that is. You can pick that up. You can pick that up, sir.
Like a real chip, that, wasn't it?
That was just nice. Well played. Obviously been working on that chip in there.
Well, every squirrel finds a nut, don't they, kind of stuff, isn't it? So down for the 2. How did that Jpx Forged feel for you off the old face?
Absolutely superb.
Yeah, you liked it?
Superb, yeah. Very good. I'd have to get used to the look down at it being slightly bigger, but I just feel like that overrides all of that look.
Okay. Yeah, good 3, very simple, very uphill putt. That was tough, but a very simple 3 made easy by a very solid iron into the heart of the green. CNC milled face from the sole up, they call it, Dan. So that's precision milling basically, which is allowing them to make that face thinner. Thin as possible, really, I suppose. Consistently thin across the face, which is obviously going to try and keep that hot across the face is the idea. Also, then that allows them to move the centre of gravity lower, because obviously if you're thinning the face, so behind that face, if there's a little gap, it's been milled out behind the whole face, there's loads of weight being saved, and then they, rather than just let that sit on the floor, you know, as they mill it out, they're going to try and pack it in back here, which is why, so we've only got a 4 iron in this. Anyone who watched the other video, we had a 3 iron, but obviously these are stronger lofts. This is going to act like a 3 iron.
I agree.
So it stays all square. This will be a 4 iron and maybe a good club in, won't it?
Probably, yeah, I would think if you get a good one of these away, we shouldn't...
5 or 6 or another 4.
6 in, maybe back to 4. It's slightly into wind now.
Yeah, it is uphill. See what you got. How's the 4 iron? How offset are we getting on that 4 iron? Not too bad, is it?
No, that is actually very playable, isn't it?
Do you see any of the club out the back?
Nothing.
So from my angle, I see a little bit out, and that's what Dan sees from his position there. So he doesn't see anything out the back, tiny bit of offset. And again, it's that medium top line, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plenty of face down by the ball as well. Like I said with the others, they do give you lots of real estate, Mizuno, which I quite like with the face.
Yeah, I think because of the colouring though on it, It doesn't look quite as intrusive, does it?
Okay.
With the forehand, because when you move up the clubs, you can start to see that the faces get almost a bit longer and a bit sort of in your face a little bit. But that's actually just nice.
Slightly pushed.
It's fine though. Caught it a little
Fairway
bit.
semi.
A little bit in the heel, but
Did alright out of there, didn't it?
Did nice, yeah. Did really good.
I'm gaming that all day long. If I had the game of 4-iron, I would definitely. I mean, it leads up to the combo question, doesn't it? If you went tour and then 5 and 4-iron in this,
Yeah.
as long as you sink the lofts, this is a very gameable 4-iron for lots of players.
Thought about that combo as soon as I hit that 6-iron on the last hole, you know.
What with the other? Oh, with
the tour set as well.
Yeah.
Thought that could really work with a lot of players. Sounded pretty good. Was it a good strike?
Nice shot up the middle. It's definitely a louder sound.
Well, yeah.
It's got that Jpx slight
Not sure we can see that
ting
down.
to it, hasn't it?
Good drive, middle of the fairway.
Well, let's try this 4-iron from the deck now, because this is 180 uphill into the breeze. I reckon it's playing 200.
Got to be playing 200 that.
Again, this would be my hybrid all day long.
Yeah.
But if I'm going to hit a 4-iron off the deck, I'm happy there's undercut cavity and there's a bit of weight coming off the face.
Yeah.
Now this set's really going to cross over to so many handicaps. From tour players would put this in certain irons, and maybe all of them, but I think more the higher irons, down to whatever handicap. You could be a 25 handicapper and game this. It kind of does what everyone wants it to do. It looks like you want it to look, chrome and nice and pretty, yet it's trying to help you at every given chance as well. So it's like that real combo, like it's in that perfect slot, I think. Oh, 4-iron from the deck, eh?
This is a rare one, isn't it?
This is old school. Dear.
That is a good shot.
Oh, it's just drifted. Stay left.
That hold on?
Oh, my eyes are so bad, but
I can't see it through this light again.
I think that's good.
It was well struck off
Up
the deck.
in the air, no problem, was it?
Easy.
I mean, I'm on an upslope and it was lying well. Like, I wouldn't want to get in the rough in it, but as easy as a 4-iron gets, like I say, while giving you pretty good looks.
Yeah.
So Dan's got the 5.
Yeah.
He's probably 7-10 yards further ahead of me, and he's a bit semi, so I think it's the right club. How's your offset sensor going? Are you handling that?
No, I'm happy. I'm very happy.
Happy with the offsetness.
Happy with that.
Dan has a built-in offset hatred.
Just a few scars. That's all.
Yeah. You get all of that?
Just a bit out the top of the club.
Sounded top of the club.
I think that might be short.
Yeah, I can't see it. They've probably seen it on the viewfinder. Let's get up there and see. So we've both just come up a slight bit short. I'm actually properly gutted. So basically there's a drop off of the front of the green from about here. If you do get up here, it'll just run off. I couldn't see if mine got up. Dan's definitely, I don't think, did get up, but it might have. You've probably seen on the viewfinder, and I'll see when I edit. He's running up the hill with a little... why would you not chuck this in the air? Is it not lying great?
No, I just feel like I want to test the 7-iron with it on the ground.
Yeah, let's see it. So he's going for a 7-iron run in the Jpx 919 forged. That's a great shot. Go on, pick it up. That's a brilliant shot. That's obviously meeting your approval on the running shots, is it?
Yeah, they can, you know, some clubs can get a bit clunky, can't they?
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely just what I wanted to feel off the face.
Yeah.
Chip and run. That was really nice.
Great shot. I've got the 919 gap wedge.
Okay, yeah, I did. Yeah.
Obviously not with any set.
That doesn't match. That matches into all sets, does it?
Well, it wouldn't match into the smaller ones.
Yeah.
The tour. But it hasn't got, this gap was 50 degrees and it's just got 919. It hasn't got like it, so you could gap this in, I think, with the bigger one and the medium one.
Okay, so the hot and the forged.
So I'm going to give it a little chip. It's not the club really, but
It's got a little fluffy lie though, so let's just see how he gets on. Yeah, it's good. You can pick that up.
So it's slightly clunky, but it's a lovely round shape. It works for tapping a tens.
Easy that, wasn't it?
It works for tapping a tens.
Tick box that one.
And it's a nice little round shape. You just get a slight chunky top line. If you're in the tall model, I don't think you would go here, but certainly as adding a gap wedge into your set, if you were going in the forged range, that would fit in there, I think, really nicely. So we're going to hit a 5-iron off this tee to try and give us more of another bigger iron into the green.
Yep.
5-iron again, offset and looks. What are you thinking?
Not intrusive at all.
Top line all right?
Top line is slightly on the thicker side for me, but I could play that. I could absolutely play that.
Again,
offset affects me more than top line probably, so that's very gameable.
Because it's not got much offset.
It's very, very small for a 5-iron of this sort of style. I suppose I would expect to see a little bit more offset, but that just sits really nicely. Again, plays perfectly into a combo for me.
Good shot, Dan. How'd that feel? Sounded nice.
Yeah, probably fractionally just off centre, maybe towards the toe, but just popped up in the air again really nicely.
Done well, isn't it?
Yeah,
absolutely. Such a crossover club this for me. Yeah. 5-iron looks lovely. Like I say, it's a slight bit chunky, next to no offset, and just looks really good. And if you need any, you know, if you've got any kind of inconsistencies or those kind of fears that, you know, you're losing power by off, you know, not hitting the centre that often or as much as you want, there is more than enough. I mean, I would argue it'd be hard to measure, and I've tried it from blades to the most cavity back, but if you went from this to a mega chunky one, I think it would be hard to actually measure any discernible difference from across the face, because this is just helping enough, I think.
So coming from a blade,
yeah,
does that blend in from like for you? You're going from a blade up to a 6-iron.
I played with Richard McAvoy yesterday, tour player, not the longest hitter out there by a mile. He had a TMB in the 5-iron.
Right. Okay.
So I obviously go CB 5-iron, then to a rinky, so massive jump. Yeah. You know, I wanted to say to him, at least I'm trying to hit a proper 5-iron. But I mean, it made me think even more, maybe I should get a TMB 5-iron, because it's a club I don't want to pull that often. So I think the blending is the biggest thing that affects the blending, unless you are really affected by the looks. As long as the lofts are not jumping too much, that's what you've got to be really careful of, I think. Because obviously these are stronger lofted. Again, up in the air, no problem.
Similar flight to mine.
Definitely a louder sound than where I think MP sits. But
yeah, there it is.
It's just nice, isn't it?
Felt good off the face, didn't it?
Yeah, it does. It feels again what you get from Mizuno. I've been reviewing clubs for years, and to be honest with you, I don't think I can remember Mizuno ever kind of tricking me or surprising me in a negative way. It does what they say it does. There's no bells and whistles. It's like, you know, we think it does this, and you hit it and kind of, yeah, it does do that. 144 loft. I need the loft iron of the 9-iron is 41, 7-iron 32. So what's my 9-iron? 43.
Yours is 47 in the, yeah, so 43, 44, something like that. In your...
Not massively strong when we get down this end, but still on the stronger side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very pretty. That is nice. Like, that has got no real chunk to it at all. Probably maybe the strongest middle Jpx series I've seen from Mizuno. Yeah. As in looks, it's kind of it's just, I'm enjoying them.
It's always nice when they do think about those shorter irons, isn't it? Yeah. When they're designing them.
Yeah. Well, that's where when you get the chunky, sometimes you get down in the short and it just is just shovel-tastic. Yeah. So 144 downhill. I'm going to hit all this and hope it does. I don't think it'll go long.
Is that good? Bit overturned. Good shot. Nice. Well played. How was that strike?
Jpx, that one, Dan.
Oh, lovely. Well done, you.
Oh, someone hasn't, have they?
You've done something there, haven't you?
Have I broken the deadlock?
You've done something there.
What's your Yadaz?
I got 130.
Wedge in it?
I can find it in it.
There's a lot of clubs in that.
Oh, hello. Right, I've got a gap wedge here.
Yeah, that's the one I just chipped with, isn't it?
No, it's a different one.
Right, in our mountain of clubs, Dan has actually pulled out the gap wedge that goes with this set. Is it 50 degrees?
It's got to be 50 degrees, I would say. It doesn't say it on it, but
I mean, the one I just chipped with, though, it doesn't look. I mean, I still feel that goes with anything. If you, it's more rounded, isn't it?
That will blend with any of the sets that we've been testing.
I think the Tour you'd struggle.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I think that it's creative. This is more of a wedge look, pitching wedge look. So it's a little bit squarer on
that's
the top
the forged
here.
one.
That's the forged one, and then I think this will go with anything. It's definitely more rounded, so more towards like the sand wedges in your set sort of thing.
Which one are you going to hit?
I'm going to hit the forged one,
the set one.
So I got 130. It's really a wedge for me, but I just think possibly down here it might go a bit further. So I'm going to go gap wedge.
Okay. Middle of the green stuff, front right. Yeah, so I'm putting you in wedge there all day long.
Yeah, that was...
I'm surprised you went for the gap. I think I've panicked you with my stiff balls, haven't I?
Anything long on this hole is dead.
Yeah, attack it, bro, like me, attack it.
Find that divot.
What are we chipping with, Dan?
I've got the 6. I'm going to go chipping with the 6.
6 iron run this time. He's liking his little run shots. Just try again. This is a good point. You've got to play the shots that you might play on the course when you test these clubs. This is a shot you play, and then the loft's so different and it feels really different off the face. That's not a true test. Yeah, didn't quite read the break, but good distance.
A lot of break, wasn't it?
Yeah, massive this green. Not much in it, but Dan's going to have a putt. Otherwise, this is a 1 down in the deadlock, isn't it? We're like Mizuno deadlocked.
Yeah, Mizuno deadlock, this is it.
Got to move. That's a 1-up win. I'll have a birdie putt for the birdie count and all.
Again, that 6 iron felt really nice to chip with.
I was just saying, it's so important that you do practice shots that you do play when you're testing clubs.
Yeah.
It's not all about the dry data we're going to show at the end. I often think in this stage of people's kind of knowledge and understanding, hopefully now, of what clubs can and can't do, the numbers that we're going to present in a minute on these clubs, they're kind of predictable. Like, I pretty much know what they're going to be already. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I want to get out here, know that 9 iron does the distance I want when it's slightly dewy, downhill, uphill, into the wind, all those kind of things.
So Mark's got the win, he just wants a little bit of a birdie count on me. Oh, he's giggling when he hit it.
Let's go and check these indoor numbers for everyone.
Let's do that, shall we? Indoor numbers.
Right, Jpx 919. We're going to go forge numbers. I'm going to collect the numbers for these, and you can throw your little opinion on it, Daniel.
Okay.
Right, let's take a look at these numbers. I had one almost shank at the start. So I'm a 152 average, 7 iron being hit. You can see the 133 beginning. So I'm just going to deselect that one. And that takes me to a 156 carry. So that would make me a 160 yard 7 iron.
Yep.
My 7 iron with my bladed clubs is a 160 at a push. It's like 155,
yeah.
Maybe bouncing up to 157. I can get it 160, but I have to hit it harder than what I was hitting that one there.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So I can get it there, but I have to work more. And so again, with number shot number 1 deselected because it's a miss hit, we're spinning at 6.5. I'm always around 500 less than the number on the bottom, and I use that as a pretty good
indicator.
Yeah, that's doing what I want it to do.
Yeah.
I'm launching at 18.8 degrees, which I'm happy with. Peaking height at 30, not the highest. You were getting up at 33 with when you tried the Tour version, but then there's 2 degrees less loft, I think, in this club, so that kind of does play into almost going the same height.
Yeah.
Definitely good options. With the numbers on the forged, very open to combo setting that. Obviously, if you wanted to go between Tour and forged, if you preferred a different shape in smaller irons, or I think this club has every right to stay a full set in itself as well. I'm impressed as a middle club where the forged sits. I like the numbers, they're not too aggressive. I like the looks, I like the feel. It's a JPX feel, I prefer the MP, but I don't know if that's even just my preconceptions more than a real thing. We do bring stuff to the table. Thoughts, Dan, for you? You liking the forged?
I do like the forged. They're they surprised me a little bit. I think I when I first looked at them, I thought they were a bit chunky. But when you put them down, they've really focused on a vision for a good player who wants to see something really nice and thin on the top. I think they've kept that, but also, you know, getting it in the air is not a problem with this set of irons, is it?
Yeah.
But I definitely I could see a lot of the players that I fit moving from maybe up to about a 6 iron in this line, so in the tour line moving to 6, and then moving maybe 5 iron, possibly even 4 iron going into the forged.
What's interesting for me with these numbers is when we were out on the course as well, we were talking about them going higher. I'm not seeing any extra height.
No.
So is that little bit of the dew balls that we're getting out there, the wetness on it, that's popping it up a little higher, making it hit slightly higher on the face as it slips up there? Or again, is it just us thinking, oh look, this is a different club, it does something different?
Yeah.
The actual physical numbers there for me, that's certainly not high in any way. First comments down below, Jpx Forge, is it a club you would use or not? Dan certainly likes it, I like it as well. Post comments down below. As always, are you that middle bracket? And also, like the other video if you've watched it, so I've reviewed all the Jpx irons with Dan. Post comment down below, let me know what handicap you are and let me know if you'd use it or not as well, because I'd be interested to see how much you're using that as a gauge of what clubs you can and can't buy.